Dear world, my name is Lisa Wynn, spelled H-U-Y-N-H, not to be confused with W-I-N or N-G-U-Y-N, and not pronounced hunya, much like the sound of a dying horse or perhaps a kid with a bad stutter. I'm a Vietnamese-American student at UNCW, which, in case you were wondering, is 82% Caucasian and used to be an unstaggering 1% Asian/Pacific Islander, but has this year escalated to a vast whopping great number of 2%. Currently, I'm a sophomore who is steadfastly losing all motivation towards the end of the semester, surprise, surprise, and who would like to share with you the rules of a life of a student and a tour into my life as a student as well. Rule number 1. Hide all significant belongings from roommates. This includes oranges under the bed, valuable technology such as your iPod, items that run out fast, like soap, hair products, or cotton balls, and especially butter. Basically, mi casa es no su casa. Now, my regular school day starts out normally. Waking up at the early hour of 11 a.m., brushing my teeth, change into clothes, remember to see what the weather really is, change again, then make my daily trek out to my most favorite place in the world, Dunkin' Donuts. Rule number 2. Always plan to go to Dunkin' Donuts 10 minutes in advance. Why, you might ask? So that you can miss all the line traffic between classes and therefore minimize the time you are late, aka tardy, aka one more reason the professor has to not like you. Now, with a hot coffee in hand and a bagel in the other, it is already hard to walk to class in a steady, even pace. Which leads to rule number 3. Wear backpacks for increased agility and flexibility. No drop plus no stain equals happy camper. Then we go to the real stuff, class. By the beginning of class, I'm usually always studiously taking notes and listening to the engaging and interesting content that professors such as the lovely Dr. Brunson lectures us. Then there's the ending of class, where I may or may not be engaging in the act of slumber rather than listening. However, if you follow rule number 4, participate as much as possible, you will minimize the chances of the professor either realizing that you are drifting off at the end of class or take it less personally. After class, I usually head over to the library, where I do the homework for the next class I'm taking, Forever the Procrastinator, or if I have time, head over to my second favorite on-campus dining, meal-swiping friendly area, Dubs. On the way there, I meet up with Matt Jensen, aka Matty, aka my BFF. During the time where I am not doing schoolwork, I volunteer with a women's resource center, hostess at Indochine restaurant, lay out the design for the Seahawk newspaper, or work with SAND, Seahawk Emissions Network for Diversity. Okay? You might ask? Basically, I get paid to be Asian. Yes, I get paid to be Asian, and I get paid to recruit more Asians because, yes, we are 2% Asian. Oh yeah, and we ride in style. Rule number 5, be a minority. This may or may not be possible, I realize, for some individuals, but there is always the option of surgery. As for the weekends, I am known to be found hanging out with the Teak fraternity, who are all my friends, including Matty, my BFF. Rule number 6, make connections with fraternities. Rule number 6, make connections with fraternities. Now, I'm not encouraging girls to become frat rats, but girl or guy fraternities know where the parties are at. They love themes, and they pay for you to go on a boat for formal. In addition to the fraternity connections, make sure you network with bouncers, DJs, the tack guys, the WAG, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, remember your RA. Finally, I would like to leave you with my last piece of advice, from me to you. This quote is also going to come from a quote from a movie, which I don't remember, who are quoting a book that I do not remember as well. But here it is. It was the worst of times, it was the best of times. College is exactly that. It's the worst in the way of endless workload, jobs, finals, yada yada yada, and that is the most crucial moment where you define what you are for the rest of your life. Sure, it isn't any midlife crisis or Great Depression, but can take its toll. Most importantly, though, is the best of times. So scavenge everything that you can possibly take from being a college student. I wish you all that. And of course, I wish world peace.